talking about the New Blue Party a little
Yeah.
bit. Now, many people don't even like when I mentioned it to them at this coming up election, they kind of just gave blank stares. So like, what? Who? They didn't really know what it was about, and can you just kind of briefly kind of summarize like how you kind of it started and you and Jim brought it to life for you
Yeah.
guys?
I don't know how brief I can be, but I will try my best. So, we've been involved in politics for a fairly long time, with volunteering, working on policy, things like that. More so, Jim, he was kind of into that nitty gritty, whereas I was more into the volunteering stuff. In 2018, there was the Patrick Brown as the leader of the provincial conservatives, so the PC party of Ontario. And there was some stuff going on with like shady nominations. It's all legit, all in the news. So you can
Yeah,
read about that.
yeah, I have.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. And then so then there was a leadership, right?
yeah,
And Doug Ford came out and he sounded great. And we were like, hey, maybe the party isn't dead after all. So I had faith, I had hope, and I threw my hat in the ring to run in Cambridge. And this is a shortened version because there's like
yeah.
more stuff about
Yeah, we'll
Cambridge and
talk
stuff.
we'll talk about all of that more,
Yeah.
but like I just want like the shortened version of how you guys came
So
to be,
I
right?
got in. And then COVID happened in 2020 because I won the election in 2018 with the PCs. COVID happened in 2020. I started asking questions.
Yeah,
I was the parliamentary assistant to the Solicitor General, who was the minister responsible for Bill 195, the Reopening Ontario Act, that horrible piece of legislation that gave the PCs the power to do whatever they wanted without any vote, without any debate.
yeah,
So I voted against it.
yeah,
And because I did that, they kicked me out of the party. And so, you're it was surprising. And we took a step back and Jim was like, well, what do you want to do? Right. And I
yeah,
said, well, I'm not stepping down. Like, I'm going to continue my term. I owe that to the people of Cambridge. And I know that we needed a strong voice in the legislature to speak up against these things because nobody else was saying anything about it.
yeah,
Um, so people started reaching out all across the province saying, like, you got to start a party. Like,
yeah,
we do not have a real conservative option in this province anymore. So we did. So we registered the name. It got approved. Then we got the signatures, and I mean
and there you
that's
go.
that's kind of how it started. So
Uh,
it was born.
That's the shortened version. We'll get
Yeah.
into more of the intricacies later.